Hey, this the Uncuffed playlist. This your favorite DJ, Jungle J. You just listened to Rod Wave, Rags to Riches, a favorite song of mine. It show that you can persevere through the struggle, so it's a song I do love. On top of that, we had Doobie Gray, Drift Away. Anytime the problems get too much, you could always drift into a prayer or anything, meditation, mindfulness. Prior to that, we had Lil Baby, Catch the Sun. It's a song that always bring me hope, so I shared that with y'all. One of my favorites. We gonna keep it lit. We're talking about that hope. And in these stories, I won't go too deep. But what I want to highlight is how resilient we are as humans. A few years before I was locked up, getting into a fight with my sister's boyfriend because he put his hands on her, I was stabbed, and that almost took my life. 9 months later, I was shot at a store, and just a year later, I was locked up. But I feel like God used that all purposely. Pain prepares us for our purpose. And I feel like I could use these Jews, I could use these experiences to give back, to help somebody else detour from that destructive path or whatever it may be. So in this hour, I just share these stories just to bring hope and then show y'all how I unraveled the hope within myself. I relied on God. For you, it may be meditation, it may be communicating with your ancestors. Whatever it is, you just lock on to that hope. Shortly into my incarceration, the adversities kept on. But what used to keep me anchored down was that hope. And it was installed in me by my father. He was a pastor of a church for my whole life. And he shared these Jews with me, that once a person lose hope, they lose life. And I was like, wow, Pops, I cannot. And so he installed that in me, that no matter what, you keep hopeful. You know that your situation is gonna bring a brighter day. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. And my intentions with this session was just to bring that hope to y'all. Before the age of 19, I had seen and felt way too much. But I had an aid with me, I had that hope. I had that prayer line to God. And I just wouldn't let loose. I just stayed persistent with that hope, that prayer. No matter how arduous them journeys got, God could use it all. He showed me at rock bottom, it was a place where my legs were strong enough to survey for a new launch. Rock bottom was a beautiful place because it showed me that throughout all these mistakes I made in life, I could actually correct them. I could actually use these experiences as Jews for the next people, my own family, the listeners, whoever those I impact. It's a beautiful thing. I remember a quote I saw on TV. It said, peace comes from our perception. And wow, I thought my perception was filled with hope. Throughout 16 years of straight incarceration, I had hope. And that's what I wish y'all lock on to, We just gotta stay hopeful in these days. Okay. That leads to my next song, man. I'm hoping it's a slapper for y'all like it was for me. Scarface, Smile. Tupac was on there too. It's a legendary song. It was one my brother was playing in his room one day. I think I was about 10 years old, and I heard it. And I never heard gangsters speak so positively, about, keeping your head up, smiling through it all. And I was touched, even from then. I grabbed that song, and I locked on to the words. And I did keep a smile through some tough times. And people didn't understand how I was getting through it. But again, I share that song with y'all to bring hope. This the Uncut playlist.